How's everyone doing? Awesome. Well, welcome to our 5th annual Mustang Success Night. My name is Brittany Kroll. I am the Assistant Director of Student Success here at SMSU and work in the Office of Student Success. First, I'd just like to say thank you for attending this wonderful program. What a great turnout of new students here at SMSU. And it is my hope that tonight our program is not only educational, but fun for you guys as you experience and learn about success-related topics here at SMSU and what it truly means to be a part of the Mustang family. So before I introduce tonight's keynote speaker, I'd like to welcome to the podium an individual who is passionate about education and even more committed to your success here as a Mustang. Here to give you a warm welcome is our president of SMSU, Dr. Connie J. Gores.
Good evening. Let's do that one more time. Good evening.
Good evening.
Woo! Look at that. Mustangs, that's good. So I want to say good evening and welcome. Welcome to this Success Night. My name is Connie Gores. I'm the president of SMSU. I think most of you have seen me in one capacity or another. I know I helped move some of you into your residence halls. It's good to see everybody here. What are we in, week 3? Week 3? 4. We're week 4? Whatever. 3? We're 3? Okay, we're in week 3. Okay. So I know that you're all going to every class, right? Yes. You're turning in your assignments? Yes. Have you gotten to know your faculty members yet? Are you meeting with them in their office hours? That's the next thing you should do. Make sure you learn when their office hours are. They usually put those on the syllabi. You know, you get a syllabus for each class. They should have their office location and their office hours on there generally. Meet with them during their office hours, ask them questions, get to know them. That will really help as well. So it's good. You're going to class. You're turning in your assignments. You're going to meet with your faculty members. You're having fun? Yeah? That's good. I hope you're having fun. You're having fun too? Yeah. You're making new friends? Yeah. You're joining clubs and organizations? And the reason I say that is because it's real important. So here at SMSU, we are a Mustang family, okay? And you see we have our sibling right here, Stanger. Yes. Yay. Okay. He's everywhere. He, she, I don't know. He, she, but anyway, Stanger's everywhere. And I know Stanger. And we're part of this family, and being part of the family, you know, there are certain things you do, and that's go to class, turn in your assignments, you know, meet with your faculty, and have fun, make new friends, and also join clubs and organizations. Being part of the environment, the clubs, the organizations, the different kinds of volunteer activities, civic engagement, that will help you have a deeper and richer experience as a student. And the more you get involved, the more you get connected, the more friends you'll make. You'll learn more about your subject matter and about where your passion is and your interests, and things will go well. You made the right choice in coming to SMSU. Some of you know this, I think. I hope you all know this, that we are here to support you and to help you be successful. And so that you have the most diverse and most interesting kind of experience while you're here, so that you can get the job you would like when you graduate and or go straight on to graduate school. In the most recent class that we surveyed, 99% of our graduates had a job or were in graduate school within 6 months of graduating from college with their bachelor's degree. 99%. Yeah, that's good. Woo! So you made the right choice. And that was possible with those students, with those graduates, because of students like you. They were like you, from all around the world, all around the United States, working hard, getting involved, being engaged. They were working with their faculty members. They connected with them, worked with them directly. They worked with staff individuals as well who are here to support our students. And it all comes together for this wonderful outcome. So a couple things, like I said, get involved, get to know your faculty, certainly connect with the support services on campus. One thing I think you'll hear this tonight. And certainly you'll hear it when you go downstairs and you meet with the different offices and individuals who'll be down there, is it's important to ask questions. And it's important to reach out. I guarantee you there are people on this campus who want to help you be successful. I guarantee you. And if each of you finds one person that you can go to, and they can be your go-to person to ask questions of, to give you support, to help guide you, to help direct you in, when you have a question or when you have a need, things will go well. So that's another reason to make those connections and get to know people as well. The next thing is ask questions. That's important. The one way to succeed in life is by asking questions and also admitting when you need help. Every one of us needs help at one point in time in one way or another. And probably we need help more than once. But reach out, say when you need help, and try to go to the support services, the writing center, the academic commons, to the mathematics lab. Try to go to those places before you really need the help. You know what I mean? Get ahead of it and go to those early, and I guarantee you, you'll have a positive experience and things will go well. Okay? Glad you're part of the Mustang family. You know that whenever family gathers, they take pictures, right? So now I'm going to ask this young man, you'll hear from him in a minute, to take this picture, and I'm going to sit here, and then, I don't know where he's going to take it, but we're going to get one, try to get one of the whole group, okay? Some of you know I'm on Twitter, and I only tweet good things, though. I'm on Twitter, and I'm at PrezGores, PrezGores. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to post it, and then you can tag yourselves in it, or write back, or like it, or retweet, okay? Thank you for being here. We're going to have fun tonight. And we're going to take our picture in just a second, all right? Thank you.
All right, is everyone smiling? Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go Mustangs! Did we get it? All right. Thank you, Dr. Gores. All right, as we continue on, I would also like to introduce and take the time to introduce to you some other members of our President's Cabinet that are here with us tonight. And they are off to my right, so they will give a wave and also in our crowd. The first one would be Robert Forget. He's our VP of Enrollment Management and Student Success. Mr. Scott Kroll. He is our Associate Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students. And in our audience in the back is Dr. Dwight C. Watson. He's our Provost and Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs. All right, so after the keynote speaker, students, you will have the opportunity of connecting with faculty, staff, and members of the community during our support services fair. The fair, if you notice on your schedule, will be held downstairs in the lower level CC. And we highly encourage you to visit each and every table to learn about specific success-related topics. These success topics are located on the back of your schedule, so you can get a sense of who will be available and what topics they will be able to share information on. Once the fair concludes, we will return to this room for prize drawings. You will use the program evaluation that you received at check-in as your entry slip, so don't forget to fill that out, and we will have a plastic bin for you to put that back in when you return. Along with the many prizes you see here on these 2 tables, our grand prizes for the night include 4 $250 tuition stipends that will be awarded to 4 lucky recipients for the fall 2018 semester. So a year from now, those 4 lucky recipients will have $250 to put towards their tuition bill. So winners of these stipends must be first-year students here at SMSU, and in order to win any prize here tonight, you must be present to win. Okay, sound good? So after the keynote, we will go downstairs for the support services fair, and after that, we'll come back up here for prize drawings and conclusion. All right, so now for the main event. Can I get a... All right. Our keynote speaker this evening was raised in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. In high school, he was a Kiwanis community leader, active in the Men's Diversity Club, participated in football and wrestling. He also volunteered for Feed My Starving Children and Habitat for Humanity. After graduating from Como Park Senior High School in 2008, Joseph went on to continue his academic career here at SMSU, majoring in political science. Joseph quickly made SMSU his second home and held many leadership roles on campus. He was an SMSU ambassador, a member of the Political Science Club. He served as the Student Government Diversity Chair and was the Minnesota State College Student Association, MSCSA, Diversity Liaison. He was also an LGBTQ panel speaker and member of the Mustang wrestling team. Since graduating from SMSU, Joseph has been successful in his career and is currently employed with SRS Distribution out of McKinney, Texas as a territory manager. Please help me welcome back 2012 alum Joseph Guzman to our Mustang family.
Okay, can everyone hear me in the back?
Yeah. Yep.
That was so enthusiastic. All right, let's go ahead and shake things up a little bit. You know who I am. Stretch your arms, stretch your neck, kind of relax a little bit. This is going to be a different type of presentation. I'm an extroverted person, and every single one of these faculty members that know me know this won't be a normal presentation. So, before I get started, I just wanted to go ahead and say thank you to Brittany and the Office of Student Success. Without them, this event wouldn't happen, and I wouldn't be here in front of you. I wanted to go ahead and say thank you to our president for being here tonight. You didn't have to take time to come see me and listen to me, but you did, so I appreciate that as well. You're somewhere in this audience. You're blending in like a medium. There you are. Another big thank you is going to go out to my wife, Chelsea. She's down in the front row. The reason why I'm saying thank you to her is because this PowerPoint and my outline would sound like a kindergartner did it if she didn't do it for me. I'm kidding. I did my own homework. And lastly, thank you to everyone who was able to help me be successful up until this point. Brittany did a great job of introducing me, and I have to grab a clicker because there's like a thing. Part of the technical difficulties. So, we're kind of kicking this off, and you're wondering, who am I? Well, Brittany did a great job of explaining who I am, and I kind of lead off with a quote, which is by Audrey Hepburn. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. It's pretty cool. You guys seriously gotta liven up. This is gonna be a long half hour for you. Like, super long. All right, so like she said, I am originally from Florida, and this is me. As you can tell, I am definitely not a pirate. What was explained is I am a roofing salesman. I am based out of Minnesota, but my corporate office is in McKinney, Texas. Now, I'm not Tony Robbins, but I'm dang close, even though this is my first time. So I'm going to look at my paper. I might stumble a little bit, but stick with me through it. Like Brittany was saying, I graduated in 2012 with a BA in political science. Any political science majors? No, I'm a lonely person in this room. Weird. I enjoyed my time here at SMSU, and I was obviously involved in quite a bit of things. But anyway, let's jump in. I'm working for SRS Distribution, and let me tell you, I am an excellent salesman, and I do love what I do. In my opinion, being successful selling millions of dollars of roofing material, that's not what the definition of success really is to me. Coming back and speaking to all of you, and hopefully impacting your lives in the way that SMSU did mine, that's what success is. But seriously, enough about me. I'm kind of boring. Let's jump into why we're here tonight. We've got 6 main points that we're going to go through throughout this presentation. Now, some of them are going to have, perfect. Ooh, this is going off without a hitch. Some of these points are going to have subpoints, and I promise you this will not be like any of your lectures on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you're not going to be quizzed after this by me. Sorry, Brittany. Yeah, I know you're probably going to quiz me, but it's okay. The 6 points that we're going to go through tonight, first is build relationships. It is important to connect with all different types of people throughout your time here. Second, don't be afraid to fail. It is inevitable that you will feel like a failure, but that's all right. Don't let that frighten you. Third, stay active, be healthy. Guys, gals, people, it is important that you stay both mentally and physically healthy while you're here. Next, get involved. President Connie told you about this, and she actually did part of my speech already, so this might be shorter than you think. Kidding, it's going to be the whole time. I want you to get involved. You're here, you might as well do something. Manage your time. You're going to get busy, and you need to know how to manage your time to get things done. And last, don't forget to have fun, and find the fun in everything that you're doing. You're going to have new experiences. You're going to meet new people. Don't be afraid to find the fun in every single thing that you're doing here. Okay, so before we dive deeper into this, I'm going to take a sip of water, and I kind of want you guys to do something for me. Okay. Getting super parched up here. You guys have no idea what it's like to have a spotlight on you right now. You're all intimidating. All right, so before we dive deeper into this, I want you to kind of look around the room. Seriously, look around the room. Every single person in this room has their own stories and their own experiences. And like them, you have your own stories and your own experiences. The biggest part about this right now is that now their stories are going to become your stories, and your stories are going to become theirs. Seriously, you guys have to think about this. By coming here tonight, you just made 100 new friends, simply because you showed up. In this moment, take it all in. We're going to have fun this year. But let's jump in. Build relationships. Again, it's going to be important to build relationships with all different types of people while you're here. My favorite phrase, even to this day, is, hey, what's your name again? I'm Joe. It's not because I'm bad at remembering names, it's just because I want to meet new people. Now, you're going to meet a lot of people while you're here, and that's going to be exciting and daunting and scary all at once. There's something that I do even today, it's called the C5 Talk to 5 rule. I go out every single day to my customers and new people. I go see 5 people and I talk to 5 people. So 10 people a day in a work week, 50 people a week. That's 200 a month, and let's do real math. Kidding, I don't have a calculator up here. It's 2,400 new relationships you're going to build this year. And that's people that you didn't know before. That's an exciting moment. Yeah, I want you to learn 50 names in a week. It's going to be tough, but go out and do it. Go meet new people. Go meet your peers. Hey, Joe, I don't know how to meet new people. Okay, walk into a random dorm. I know they're locked, so follow someone in. Kidding. Kidding. Kidding, Jess. Go into a dorm. Go find new people that way. Introduce yourself. Hey, I'm Joe. It's nice to meet you. Why are you in here, weirdo? I just wanted to meet you. It's not going to happen that way all the time. Maybe you don't have my personality. Go sit out on the grassy knoll or the hill that's out there. They were building that when I came in. What? Yeah, there's a grass hill out. Come on, seriously? Guys, wake up. There we go. There's a grassy knoll. Whoever said in the back, see me after, you'll get an A for extra credit. Or most of all, what you can do is you can go get lost. Go find yourself lost in the community or lost around campus, because guess what? Eventually you're going to have to ask someone for help. And you just made a new friend, because they're probably lost with you. Go meet your professors. Build a rapport with them. Find who your advisor is. Some of the people that stick out in my mind even to this day, and I've been out of school for about 5 years, is V.C. Franson, Bill DuBois, Jay Lee. I don't know if he's here tonight. But Scott is here, Brittany, all of these advisors. One person that sticks in my mind as influential is Doug Simon. The time that I was here, he was my political science professor and later became my advisor. And even to today, I'll run things past him just because I found a mentor in this man. And it's a huge relationship because he led me down a path I didn't think I'd be. Other faculty members. Maybe you want to get to know the lunch lady. Weird, right? Lunch lady? Joe. No way. Flo was someone who used to, when you walk in, she would scan your card, and she was cool, older. She retired last year, so you probably won't get to meet her now, but she would be able to take time and she would take my mind out of the moment of being stressed about school or worried about what's happening. And would talk to me about the weather or the impending blizzard on Marshall. Weird. Marshall gets blizzards. Other people you can get to know, or the person that made me the man that I am, is Jesse Nelson. He's actually the wrestling coach here now, and he was someone that I didn't know he would change my life, but he did. Jesse sat me down in his office one day because I was on a road going nowhere, and told me, Joe, you're going to wind up being the coulda, shoulda, woulda guy, sitting at the VFW, saying how great you were. What? How'd you know? He changed me, and I say that because that was the first time on this campus that I actually sat down and bawled like a baby, because I was scared and I was afraid to ask for help. And he was there to help me. And even now, it's an incredible feeling. Because he told me, Joe, if you keep doing this, you're not going to graduate, you're not going to be successful, you're not going to be able to accomplish what you want to. And second, the beautiful woman that's sitting here right now, who actually is my wife, she's not going to want to be with someone that's not going to get things done at school because she won't be able to take you seriously. So that helped me. And if you're really serious about being here and you want to graduate, you want to do all these things, there's this office called the Office of Student Success. And let me let you in on a secret. The person that runs it just happens to be here. Brittany, seriously, thank you for having me again. I'm happy to be here. Okay, but enough of the rambling. Let's move on. Guys, gals, people, don't be afraid to fail. College is not any different than your regular life. At some point, you're going to feel like a failure. You're going to wish that you could hit rewind. You're going to wish that you could hit rewind. In college, you get that opportunity. As someone who has done it plenty, I promise you, there is no reason for you to be afraid of failing. As you've already seen in college, it's an exciting experience. You've been here for 3-4 weeks already. This is going to be the best time of your life, and you don't even know it. And I want you to realize that. It'll be difficult, but it will be worth it. Take it from me, I don't even know if they want me to talk about this, but at one point in my career here, I had a 1.79 GPA. What? Joe, you are up on stage. Yeah, I know. I had a 1.79, and I am proud of it now, not then. Because a couple things happen when you have 1.79. Your mom calls you and says, hey, guess who's coming home early? And SMSU will send you a lovely letter that says you should really start working harder because you're not going to be here very much longer. What? You also find out when I was here that Gen Chem was pretty hard. And that's where it kind of led me into it's okay to change majors. Switching from bio to political science was probably the best thing that I did because it fit my personality. And you know what, if you're questioning whether or not switching majors for you, I know some of you were in here like, I don't know what my major is yet. It's okay. We have an office here, the Advising Center, that can help you make those decisions. Because guess what? You don't have to have all the answers. It might take you more than 4 years to graduate from SMSU. It took me 4.5. It took my wife 4.5, but she got 2 degrees in that time. But we don't talk about that at home. She's way smarter. Do you guys know who failed 1,000 times in a row? He spent his entire life failing. Yes, the guy that invented light bulbs. All this stuff in here right now, that is exactly who failed 1,000 times. He failed 1,000 times, and on 1,001, he created the light bulb. When he was asked, hey, you know, by his colleagues and by a reporter and by his friends and family, how'd you feel about failing 1,000 times in a row? Well, guess what? I didn't fail 1,000 times in a row. I just took 1,000 different steps to create the light bulb. And without him, who knows where we'd be? Which leads me to my other one is visit the Career Resource Center. Visit the Career Services Center. They will help you make decisions and find the answers that you're looking for. Go fail 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 times because it takes one thing that can change your life and everyone else's. Says it right there. Stay active and be healthy. I said it earlier, you need to stay both mentally and physically healthy. It's an important part of your time here. Taking care of yourself may not seem as important as getting your homework done or taking your test or maybe making it to the next party. I'm kidding, they won't party. Jess, they won't party in the dorms. I told them already before we started. It might not seem important, but guess what it is? Campus has a lot to offer in terms of that. We've got intramurals, we've got the indoor walking track, frisbee golf in the spring and the summer. Don't do it in the winter because it's really cold and you're going to lose your disc. Yeah, I know what frisbee golf is. I'm not old. Did you guys know we have a pool? We still have a pool, right, Scott? Okay, we still have a pool. Did you guys know we have a pool? It's a lap pool. There's a diving well. Quick timeout. Sorry. Quick timeout. I was actually a lifeguard here for 4 years, and I was a pretty cool one. I played music. We had computer speakers, not like beat pills and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun being there because if you find a fun lifeguard, he'll turn some music on, you'll make it into a giant pool party, and guess what? You're going to find and make new friends. Oh my God, Joe, stop saying that. I have a lot of friends. I'm here with my roommate. It's okay. Okay, time in. They've got a fitness center, they've got a weight room, we've got racquetball courts. The racquetball courts have a plug-in, so if you want to do what I did with my roommate, you can go do Insanity for an entire semester. Yeah, that's tough too. That was like tough as a test. Maybe you got a boo-boo, maybe you got an owie, you need a Band-Aid, or you got a cough that just won't go away. Go visit the health service center. It's already here. Once you get lunch, you can walk down the hall. It's on your way to class anyway, and you're going to be late. So just visit it. I'm kidding, don't be late. Oh, gosh, water is so good for you. That's also about staying healthy. Drink water and eat salads. Unless you go to get waffles, because, fun fact, I met my wife at the waffle maker here at campus 5 years ago. What? Oh, it's so sweet. She liked it. She put a ring on it. Kidding. And actually, you know what? Another fun fact about that, just since I have the ball rolling finally, this goes into don't being afraid to fail. Guys, this is kind of going to go out to you. The first time I asked my wife for her number, sorry, sweetheart, I'm putting you on blast for a second. They love it. They love this part. The first time I asked Chelsea for her number, she looked at me and was like, are you serious? Whoa, guys, don't be afraid to fail. She married me eventually. It only took 5 years. I'm not very serious in a lot of things that I'm going to say, but I will be serious about this. Don't forget about your mental health. Myself and probably some others in this room have lost someone to mental health. Well, guess what? While you're here on campus, everything seems so, just so terrible. You're not alone. You have friends here. And we have services here that's going to help you with that if you feel that you're alone. We have the New Horizon Crisis Center. We have a care team. We have the testing and counseling services. Everything is here to help you because I want you to know you're not alone. Just because you feel like that and you're sitting in your dorm and you don't know what you're going to do, you're not alone. You have people here. Don't forget about that. Being mentally healthy is just as important as being physically healthy, which will also help you to be successful. Next slide. Get involved. Thank you, President Gores, for this one. I'm so cheating off her. If you're anything like me, you probably got the Marshall and you thought, what's there to do in this town? I mean, it's pretty small. I learned early that you can't just sit in your dorm when you're bored, and you just can't sit in there at all. Please don't make that mistake that I did. Go out and get involved in something. Find ways to get involved, either on campus or in the community. Not only will this take up some of your time, but this is going to help you to meet new people. Wow, he's really driving that point home. I know. We have the Student Activities Committee here on campus. What they do is they put on things like the comedian, the concerts. I think they still do movies here. Downstairs, below this, you don't have an excuse like, I don't know where it is. I told you, and I haven't been here, and I even do. Go do it. Kidding. Student government is another important one. If you join that, you'll spend a lot of time with Scott. He's really a fun guy, I promise. That gives you an opportunity to represent your peers. You get to be involved in the campus in a different way than just putting on events or doing this or doing that. How many of you guys here have majors? I'm not going to count you all. All of you can go get involved because all majors have a club. Boom. I would drop the mic if it wasn't connected to my ear. Majors have a club. Go get involved. Go find out if your major is really for you. Maybe you don't like the activities they do. Maybe you love what they're doing. That's what that's here to do for you. Help you. I already talked about speakers and stuff like that, so I'm not going to do that one again. That gets redundant. You know what? Maybe you don't want to do any of that, and your dorm still seems like a lot of fun, or you just want to make money. Go get a job. Go get a job. I sound like my mom right now. Go get a job, Joe. Okay, I will. She's a great lady. I promise. Maybe you want to volunteer. We have the Mustang Volunteer Center here that will help team you up with things that are going on in the community. They'll find your interest and partner you with that person in the community, so you're set. Flip the page. Wow. Does everyone want to stretch for a second? No. No. Okay. Okay, fine. If you want to get a job or you're looking for things like that, SMSU holds job fairs. They had a part-time job fair a few weeks back. Just go do that. Maybe you want to become a tutor or a mentor or something like that. Those are offered here on campus as well. You can be a mentee and edit books like Chelsea did for her professor, Judy Wilson. She did 3 books that she edited and that were published, and those are now the Yellow Medicine something books. Anyway, let's continue on, guys. This is the most important thing right here. This right here is a list of all of the services SMSU offers you. These are at your disposal. I just put them up here, and yes, I will email you the PowerPoint so you can find them, or just go to the website because that's where I got this. My 5th point is manage your time. You're going to be busy here at school, and after you've gone out, you've built relationships, you failed a few times, you started over, you're staying active and you're being healthy. Well, guess what? There's not a lot of time left to study. Wrong. You can always study. You can always study. That is why managing your time is so important. Yes, you actually have to study, because for every 1 hour of class, you're supposed to study for 2 hours. What? There's no way. It seems daunting. There's no way I can do that, Joe. You can. After you start in your classes, you're going to find your own way. You're going to find how much you need to study, or you're going to find your own way to study that's going to help you to be successful. Maybe you want to go throughout the campus. Use the library. Use the academic commons. Find things like that to take yourself away from campus and just lock yourself into a book. Yes, I'm serious. Utilize the library. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, there's an hour, maybe an hour and a half break where you can study. You can go meet friends. You can go to the pool. Maybe you just want to eat lunch like I did. I won't lie to you. I ate lunch. Maybe you want to go to the academic commons. Use that. That's a smaller library. Unless you have labs. Does anyone here have labs? Tuesdays, Thursdays? Yeah, you have class 5 days a week, sorry. You're kind of stuck with it. But most of all, I want you guys to think about studying. Think about it, do it, study, study, study. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. One more water break and then read the slide. What? Did Joe put that up? Did Brittany okay this? She did, because you guys get your minds out of the gutter. Where's the fun in doing all this? Why are we here, Joe? Because you're going to find the fun in what you're doing. We've talked about so much right now, but all I want you to think about is this. Don't be afraid to find the fun in whatever you are doing here on campus. The fun is going to come before, during, and after your time here at SMSU. Before you got here, you were probably ramped up. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get away from my parents. I'm going to start over. Maybe I'm from Minnesota, but I was a surfer. Like, you don't know. You get to be your own person. That's okay. You decided to come to school and be someone different. You decided to be someone that wanted to get an education, that wanted to just take things to the next level. People that get an education, a 4-year degree, make $1 million more than those who didn't. You just took that step. That's huge. During your time here, you're going to meet a lot of people. You're going to go to presentations that are going to excite you or bore you for. But you're going to make a lot of new friends. You're going to realize that how hard you're working here is going to help you more and more and more. And you're going to learn the grit of who you really are. And that's huge. Afterwards, you get to find your career. You get to buy that car you want. Maybe it's a Ford Focus. Maybe it's an Escalade. I don't know. You can buy a house, condo, a beach shack. Anything. Everything's at your disposal. And then after you do all of that, you get to go on vacations with your family and take goofy pictures of you pretending you're a pirate. This is going to be the best 4, maybe more years of your life. And I want you to think about this, because everything you do in this moment now makes you a more amazing person in the future. Simple as that. Think about that. Everything you're doing right now is going to make you an amazing person tomorrow, the next month, 4 years from now? That's what this is. Take in these little moments. Take them in. Create the memories. And don't forget about them. There's so many times where I sit with my wife on our couch, I'm like, hey, do you remember when I pretended I was Baby Driver before Baby Driver was a movie? I go backwards to that parking lot. Sorry, guys. To find a parking spot. You know how hard it can be. Take those things in because you're going to remember them. You're not going to forget them. And just because you're in college doesn't mean, ooh, it's warm up here. Just because you're in college doesn't mean you can't have fun. Just make sure you're smart about it. Smart, all of you. So, wow, I did really good on time. Lastly, remember to build relationships. Don't be afraid to fail. Stay active and be healthy. Go get involved, manage your time, and seriously remember to have fun and find the fun in everything that you're doing. My name is Joe Guzman. I'm glad to be here. I am not running for president in 2020, and have a great night. Are there any questions? Anything like that? No? No? Going once? Oh, we've got. I will find a way to just compensate you for asking this question. She is not a plant. Okay, so what motivated me when I had a 1.79 to better myself? Fear. God's honest truth. I was afraid of failing. I didn't know that you could get that low GPA, one, and two, I didn't want to go home to my mom because I was afraid. But I didn't take the time to ground myself and root myself in Marshall. I was like, oh, I'm going to go back to the state fair. This is so much more fun. Well, guess what? You go to the state fair, you don't come home for like 3 days, and you're eating sweet market cookies that are stale. And you're missing class. That's what happened to me, is I didn't ground myself. I didn't ground myself here. I didn't want to look for these things. It took me a year to realize that, hey, Joe, you've got to do things, you've got to get out there, and you've got to go find people that are going to help make you successful. Surround yourself with them. They're a dime a dozen. You just got to find them. So another one? Over here? Yeah. Me? I'm 27. I will turn 28 in December, and God willing, I'll be 30 in 2 years. That's math. So it took me a few years to get to where I'm at now. I'm loving what I'm doing, so thanks for asking that. What would I change? I would have gone and used the tutors. Being completely honest, because I don't miss not being in the biology major, not having that title on my wall. But I didn't utilize them, and I didn't know if they would help me or not. Gen Chem was hard and daunting, and I didn't want to ask for help. I was afraid to ask questions. I thought if I asked a question, if I'm asking for help, that shows I'm weak. And that's not the case at all. You got to get out there and you have to, I'm sorry, I got to piggyback off you. You have to ask those questions. Asking questions isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It allows you to meet and do things that you wouldn't have normally done. That's exactly what I would have done different, is find the tutors, find the people that could have helped me early on, instead of just hiding away in the wrestling room, bleeding and sweating to death, and thinking that was going to be okay because I was a good wrestler. Doesn't. You still get a 1.79. They really hold that to you. Any other questions? Yes, sir? Yeah. So while I was here, I had a few different jobs. I worked as a lifeguard here on campus. I was a lifeguard in town at the YMCA. And then later on in my career here, I got a job at Caro's Tip Top Tux. Yeah, there's a tux place in town. Did you know that? It's on the other side of town. You probably haven't been there yet. But when you want to get dressed up, that's the place. I think they have dresses now, so ladies, you're set too. But no, that was one of the things I did. I did those three and just miscellaneous jobs. I had buddies that were farmers that needed help during the summer. I didn't go home. My mom still resents me for that. Kidding. Hi, Mom. I didn't go home. I picked rock, shovel poop. Yeah, that's real. These fingers got dirty. Yeah, thank you. Great questions. Anyone else? Going once? Oh, no, here. So I actually heard about SMSU. I didn't even hear about it. I saw in my college resource center, there was a flag about this big in Como Park, and it said SMSU, and I was like, that's weird. I've never heard of this place. Where is it? You know, I thought it was in like St. Thomas, the U.S. Virgin Islands. It wasn't. It was in Marshall. And then I applied here, and then actually Jesse Nelson kind of looked me up and recruited me down to come wrestle for SMSU. I spent 3 years doing that, and then hung up my shoes until I got home again. Thank you. Yes, sir? Say again? So that is actually a good question. That's a great question. When I graduated from here, I applied at a bunch of different law schools. I got into a few of them, and decided that I wanted to work a little bit before I got back into it. Now that I've been in my career in selling and being successful, not only do I want to be a sales manager with that, but I've actually looked at and talked with my wife with helping me to apply for a couple different MBA programs. I've been entertaining the thought of going back to school. And not because I'm not being successful on my own, but I don't want to stop learning and growing and being me. I want a new challenge every time. That's why I grow with what I do. I don't settle for just it's okay or subpar. I want to be the best. So getting an MBA would help me do that. That was a solid question. All right, anyone else? In the back?
During your college, what was the most funniest thing that happened in your life in college here? The most funniest.
2 stories. One, I caught a bat. Yeah, I caught a bat. Like, that's like a seal. I caught a bat. We were playing around by one of the dorm complexes. I heard this scream. I was like, I'm going to go be a hero. I wasn't a hero. It was just a bat. I caught a bat. It was really exciting. That was one. Another one is the second day of school, junior year. It was raining. I'll never forget this because I was completely embarrassed because I biffed it in front of like 5 people, which is like 10% of the school. I'm kidding. Back then. I'm kidding. Second day of school, or first day of school, second day of school, I was dressed really excited. I had a new polo from Express. Yes, I remember that. Express was cool when I was here. It was raining. I biffed it so hard into a puddle that had mud and dirt and, I don't know, probably leftover food from the night before. And I was soaked from head to toe, and I still had to go to class because I was late. That was my funniest time being here. And then, any other questions? Going once? Going twice? You were on a roll. Can he win a prize? Okay. No? Hobbies. Hobbies now are, is everyone here 18?
Yeah.
Okay, I enjoy cigars from time to time. I don't encourage that. Health insurance doesn't encourage that either. But besides that, I actually like to go hiking with my wife. I like to go be outdoors as much as I can. I go up to my in-laws' lake place as much as work will let me. When you're in the roofing industry in Minnesota and you get a hailstorm, you really don't get vacation anymore. But I go up there, go swimming. I like to eat. I've probably tried 95% of the restaurants in Minneapolis. Groupon can be your friend up there. I love Cheesecake Factory. Thank you. Someone else understands this. Hey, round is a shape, ladies. Round? No, I'm kidding. Okay, they're flashing the light at me. Shameless plug, thank you for asking questions. If you have things that you want to run by me, you have more questions that you think of, that's my personal email. SMSU will teach you that the Mustang pride runs deep, and you will always be rooted here. Like I said, that's my email. If you have questions about roofing industry, or you just want to know what it was like after you get out, email me. I'm always available. It may not be the quickest answer. You can ask Brittany. She'll tell you the truth. But I will answer your questions in a timely fashion. Lastly, shameless plug, if you're looking for an internship, my company has 193 locations across all of the states. $2.2 billion company, we can find room for you. So if you're looking for an internship and you just want to go to Hawaii for the summer, fill out the app. Yeah, you're in Hawaii. But you could also end up in Arkansas. Thank you again. Hey, make sure you go downstairs, please. Go to the fair, come back here with your fighters. Thank you. Have a great night.